last one. It just looked hard because the lane matchup, right? That mid matchup was disastrous. Mid, Bless should do a decent amount better versus the sniper. And Liquid, they've gone for something different, right? They go for a tiny carry, which I feel like we haven't seen in quite some time. It's something they do like to do, and it's because of those lane matchups. But yeah, I'm going to be out looking at bottom lane, seeing how that one goes, because I think we kind of already saw that lane, but they're switching it up this time. I think they're going to maybe put Puppey with Chrysalis, or maybe they're actually going to just go for totally lane swappings. Maybe like trying to read the lane and then put maybe the Razor top versus the Tiny. We'll see how Secret adjusts. It does look a bit better, though.
You know, it always, when you have that one game advantage, oh my god, that Nisha pick. Holy moly.
I mean, after that game, dude, that's a pretty appropriate one, I feel like.
That is awesome.
I like their sprays.
Yeah, definitely. But I was saying is, like, after the first game, it feels like you can have so much more freedom. And of course, you know, when we were looking at the odds coming into this, the esports bets.io, they were pretty even across the board, but after that first game, things looking incredibly into Liquid's favor. We'll see if they can keep up that momentum going into this game too. So far, a lot of things are similar. A couple things got changed though.
Yeah, very similar kind of style. Very quick, very aggressive. They're going to look to dominate early game, early map.
Yeah, and speaking of dominating, Zayats. Uh-oh.
Oh, no,
the trees! The trees!
They betrayed him.
They're always there every time. Oh, my God.
And Nisha gets the first blood. And now even looking perhaps for Puppey. It's a almost full duration battery assault.
Dude, picking up right where we left off. Liquid bullying immediately onto Secret. And oh, Puppey, is he going to go down too? Doesn't have shards again. And in fact, they're going to be able to kill him.
All right. Well, they are going to be doing lane swaps, though, so they are trying to dodge that Razor versus Nature's Prophet. They put the Mirana down bottom, but this also still just feels difficult. You know, this is Nature's Prophet versus Mirana. Mirana's not played as a core too often for a reason. Looks like it's still going to be hard, but he's going to be survivable. That's the best thing versus the Clockwork. He's always going to have leap.
Yeah. Well, and you can see here as well, the Boom chase down after what was going on last time. Definitely not, like, as oppressive of a lane, I feel like, or at least sometimes Ember feels like it's one of those heroes that if you do get jumped on by Bat, it can just feel terrible. It's kind of a different type of terrible with Sniper in a way. It feels like where suddenly you're just getting denied every single creep that comes your way.
And also in like mid-game and stuff like that, you're gonna have difficulty getting to this Sniper, right? As a last strike, you're just gonna be constantly getting peeped and plowed from distance, so we'll see how Boom does adapt to it. His laning phase is looking much better, of course, though, this time in this matchup.
You can see there Zayat's actually able to do some good counter pressure, pushing back that NP, but Boxy, of course, going to be pulling the creep wave on this first round and heads on in to try and contest for the second salvo, as Resolution is playing out of the safe lane this time, saying, you know what, well, last time it didn't go so well against the Razor.
Yeah, I like the switch up because we saw how that lane did end up going. And taking a look up toward this top one, this is one of the interesting ones too. With that swap, they do have that Razor versus Tiny. Tiny, he has such high base damage early that he can last it anyway versus Razor, but starts to get annoying with level 2 Link.
That's Puppey forced to walk away from Insania.
Gets the block on the camp. Doesn't want Insania already got one pull off, so doesn't want to let him get another one. Other thing too up top is they actually do have two different disengages versus the Link, right? They have the lift and they have the toss away if it does get into a precarious situation. So yeah, clever lane setups.
Yeah, forcing him back there. You can see that Puppey willing to walk in and try and bully back Insania a little bit, but the wave pushing in towards the Razor a bit. We'll see where that equilibrium evens out to. Down bottom, like we were saying, Resolution having a better time, 9-5 so far versus the 6-6.
Nisha taking a beating.
Ooh, needs to be careful there. Boom. Feeling a little bit more comfortable. Maybe wanting to get aggro here, but again, you got to be careful against that Sniper.
Yeah, you think you're going to be able to get him, and then he pops take aim, and you can't. But Nisha, actually, this one, he popped take aim on low ground, so it actually allowed the Lesh to just walk up and get a setup for the stun because of how slow the Sniper moves. He's going to be a little more careful on Nisha, but he's last hitting great, 13-3 versus the 10-1 of the Lesh. Getting more and more Wraith Bands, so that damage, that base damage advantage will be there for Nisha, while Boom will always constantly be refilling bottles. So we'll see how many rotations happen. That's probably going to be the big thing, too. If Boxy's going to look to make a move to actually either set up for a rune or maybe even set up for an early kill if he sees an opportunity onto Boom. Because Boxy was a total menace last game.
Yeah, and has been really showing off his stuff on this Clockwork. Comes on over that direction a little bit, but instead realizes down bottom they are diving. They are trying to kill off your buddy. Resolution's the one that's going to be caught there by Boxy while Zai moves in.
He does not have leap skilled.
And yeah, he's dead. 2-1-0. So Rezo, the first one to go down.
Playing it risky, going for the 2 points in that Starstorm. And they identified it. They knew that that happened. Like, once he used it, I'm sure Zai was calling Boxy. There's actually a kill down here if they dive. It's a costly one.
So, heads-up play by Liquid.
And they're going to even check the rune, too. Boxy's going to check bottom rune. Nisha's going to be able to take top. So, Boom, not going to be able to refill.
Oh, man. Somebody's got to die. Go.
Someone's going to die.
Yeah.
Someone's going to die to refill that bottle, I think. Because Nisha, he's going to start plowing ahead in those last hits. Because just base damage and the sniper, of course, just that beautiful animation.
Yeah, he's barely getting ones that aren't even last hits, just making sure it doesn't get denied.
He has to go base. He has to go refill.
Yeah, there's no way. Ooh. And also finds the rune there.
Ward, it's literally right. Perfect sentry is literally on the line of it. Oh, my God.
Well, we were saying it was looking better. That was about 2 creep waves ago. Suddenly, Liquid are on top again.
Yeah.
So not sure what that says.
They're getting better last hits, but again, Rezo, he still doesn't have the leap. He's still only level 3. They're on top of him.
The body blocks from the trees. The battery assault, it's not quite going to be enough to dive under there and kill him. But still, a lot of damage onto Rezo.
He needs this level 4 desperately. They're going to continue just putting pressure onto him otherwise.
And every creep getting denied out by Zai right now. So it's slowing it down that much further.
Oh, man, Nisha's really just starting to pull way too far ahead. 31-10 to 16-1.
Dude.
He's bullying him away. Top.
They get the kill onto Puppey. Saw down bottom there. They used Starstorm and was still getting denied out by Zai. They catch now onto Zai. It's Boxy, though. He's kind of low. Is he going to die first? He ends up getting away, actually. The leap forward. Rezo finally gets it. And that secures him a kill.
All right, well, somebody died, so somebody can refill the bottle now for
there
Boom.
It is.
That's the good news, at least for them there. But my God, 2K gold lead again already. The lane's looking very similar to last time. I thought maybe the switch up of having the Razor versus that Tiny would do better, but nope, not the case. Mika is free farming, and I guess that double way to break the link is being effective, having the lift, having the toss, etc. This is a painful start again.
The drafting from Liquid just really good and on point right now.
And they're fast with how they're identifying. Look, 6 minutes, they're already prepared for the runes. Boom, he's got no help, so Boxy will be able to take that rune away.
Trying to play aggro there. Puppey just barely out of range of pulling in Chrysalis to that snowball too, I think. And
Boom.
I meant they couldn't go for it. And yeah, if Boom goes down here, the rotation coming in from Zai, they catch him in the cogs. Wants to get away. A couple more hits is all he needs. He's barely living. But again, being zoned out this far is kind of wild. The stun, not quite there, dude. Boxy.
He's going in.
Boxy.
He's got him.
You legend.
Oh my God, I cannot believe it.
Listen, I am never stopping. That's what he was saying right there, I am sure.
There's a lot of people mentioned this at TI as well, but Boxy has, since TI has just been absolutely on fire. Up top, they'll also find Chris, again hitting on all cylinders. This is crazy.
They're absolutely slaying. I just like winning. That's the call from Mickey.
Oh, it's looking pretty good for that too. The sniper level 7, Boom level 5. Again, it's the same thing as last time. They're just putting all the emphasis on shutting him down, but it's all 3 lanes again.
Yeah.
Mirana having an okay time down bottom for Rezo. That is the saving grace, I guess, for the side of Secret, but whew.
And, you know, you think back to that timing of them at TI, and I think that a ton of people were really impressed with what Liquid was capable of doing. They came up short in that lower bracket finals against Secret. They're keeping this momentum up as we're going to see the replay here. Boxy willing to go in, looking cool as a cucumber.
Such a cool play. It's because of the Arcane rune, right? It's like, if he didn't have Arcane, yeah, look at, I mean, you have to be happy about that.
Yeah, take a sip, champ.
Such a good play. And they're now continuing to put pressure. They're looking to invade again, another D-ward, and they always have the Wrath of Nature. So when you're behind, Wrath's going to come in. It's going to be incredibly strong as...
Wow.
He's just gone.
Dude, this is really a problem for Secret.
Holy moly.
It's very similar feels to what happened last time. Now, there's... Okay.
Okay.
All right. Boxy.
Maybe they can set up here, but Boxy, he's done this multiple times. He's been the sacrifice.
Hello. How are you? So they managed to get a little bit of retribution here. Boxy gets brought down.
Maybe they can get Nisha here, too. They get the haste.
Oh, trying. This would be big. Nisha under control. They have the shards ready. Doesn't have a way out of there. And so they bring 4, get 2 kills. Good rotation in. And Rezo having 6 has set that all up.
Yeah, good move. They actually dragged the wave, though. Look at this. Zai doesn't want to actually let his sniper lose the wave, so he's grabbing the mid wave with some treants, making sure that he's going to be able to keep Nisha to get that farm afterwards. So, but a good hit. Secret using that Moonlight Shadow. They had to bring the numbers, but they need to do this to try to recover this laning phase.
Yeah, that was the type of play that they needed to make. So the slow down a little bit for Liquid, and particularly getting that kill onto Nisha. Can they have anything else happen afterwards? Boxy wanting to chase Puppey and Chrysalis here has been a menace, and Mickey moving in too. Do they decide to go for this? Puppey in trouble. Has the avalanche. Boxy there. Cogs push. And connection. Good shards by Puppey, and then the snowball. Although I think that's going to be the end of it. Yeah, he didn't have a way to get out of there.
No. Continue to make the right moves.
Keeping Chrysalis alive at the very least, but all of the top net worths right now being held by Team Liquid.
Yeah, and they did finish off that wave. Nisha was able to farm that double wave that was built up from his Nature's Prophet. Continues to get that farm. And Zai's actually accelerating the item build this time. This time he doesn't need an Orchid. He's not playing versus this Ember Spirit or anything. He's just going straight for the Ag. So,
oh wow,
really cool, different kind of style of build that I haven't seen before, at least on the Nature's Prophet. This hero has usually been played as carry from like Dahak or something like that. This is cool.
If you can finish this pretty quickly here, that would be a good chunk of extra control, particularly before those BKBs come out and whatever.
Looks like Boom is trying to make rotations, but it's actually spotted immediately by the ward.
Yeah, that is a little unfortunate for him. And in the meantime, Nisha back at home, hitting tower. Boxy is nearby, ready to protect him.
Zai's here too. Tower's going to get finished off. Boxy not quite 6. The Courier is bringing the tome.
Boxy blocking the way, is going to get hit by that stun, then retreats back. Insania just gives his life for that, but that is the full tower done now. Chrysalis
is in.
He's on top of him. Can they kill him off? Snowball, the chase comes. They don't quite get the stun. Nisha's still barely living, but eventually falls. Mickey shows up, avalanche. The Nas is not quite there, but the Wrath of Nature damage coming from Zai, and then Insania comes in for the cleanup. Boom, completely alone now. Liquid show up with bigger numbers.
I can't. I think they lands everybody with the Avalanche toss combo, and then they land the Wrath on almost everyone too. It was looking great for Secret, but Liquid again, they bring the numbers. Wow.
Puppey couldn't quite get back there in time for the saves. He had already used the snowball to initiate and secure the kill on Nisha, so the kill on Nisha comes at a big old cost. And it's the rest of Team Liquid getting incredibly farmed. And now, sight set down bottom potentially as we see a replay here.
Yeah, Boxy kind of just starts everything off. It seems like always this is the case. Boxy dying at the start of the fights, which is kind of good for Liquid because he's making Boom use most of his mana. And then, yeah, Nisha's able to actually hold him off while Mick is able to get the jump forward on the Tiny. Look how low everyone is.
Good arrow there on Zai, but then as soon as he becomes out of there, the Wrath of Nature comes out, and everybody from Secret just gets melted.
Yeah, it actually looks like they had almost like messed up the combo there because of the lift play, but it didn't matter because he ended up stealing Plasma Field. And now they're on the hunt again. Secret, they're actually going to run right into Liquid. Whoop.
Oh, hook shot off the mark. Boom. Gets a little bit away. Puppey. Kind of alone there, but now Boom moving in and the stolen stun. So trade-off there of the supports. Resolution wanting to find a kill here onto Insania with Zayats in the area. Does he manage to get away? Does not appear so.
They look like they might go back in. There's an Avalanche in too.
Wants to find more. Can they do it? Nisha's there too. Great avalanche. Tosses him right onto it. The Resolution has to run away. They're just so fast.
They're so quick. Every single time it feels like they always have the +1. Zai either TPing in or an angle coming in from the Tiny. They're just playing at this super fast pace. And it's a lot of burst damage on their drafts as we're seeing. If Rubik's able to get one of these double nukes, look at the HP pools on some of these heroes. 1,000 HP on Crystallis, 1,000 on the Mirana. Boom, a little bit tankier, but tons of burst damage to be able to just shred through these heroes early game. Liquid making it look similar to last game.
Yeah, showing why it's so valuable, the steal there of those big nuke damage, and why Rubik has become so highly prioritized by a bunch of different regions at this point, it feels like.
Yeah, not many people doing it as that 5 position, though. Insania has actually done this for a very long time, though, right? Even before it's been buffed or anything like that, he has been one of those players to play it, so.
So you're saying his heroes are good?
Yeah, it seems like. No more Oracle.
That's fair.
Thank God.
Yeah, that hero's, oh God, the worst.
Boxy.
Hook shot to get away. Knew that they were coming for him. I think he caught sight of the tree over there. And they might actually think that there's a ward because of that, so Secret not going to do anything there. Shards, block off. Oh, just barely off the mark on that arrow.
They'd have to commit a lot to kill him. It's a 1,300 HP clockwork. And as we've seen, even from last game, Boxy's fine with dying. He's 1 in 5 this game, so 5 of those 8 kills has been on this position for clock.
particularly when the rest of the team can show up so quickly and make another move to counter gank after he dies.
Yeah, it would cost them way too much to get the move onto the clock. They'd probably end up losing so much more resources around the map. And he's even the 5 position this game. Now looking at net worth, Insania is looking to be able to take a little bit more priority and farm this time around.
So during the draft, you were talking a little bit about this idea that it feels like Liquid have against this Razor of trying to shut him down in the laning stage, give him a bad lane no matter what happens. Have they done a really good job of that here, or has it been like Crystal's play, or what do you feel like has been the big thing going on?
I think they just know exactly what to do versus this hero, right? They have the Sniper and the Furion. Sniper, those ranged heroes that can lane verse him and throughout the game are always going to be pretty good. They naturally build into Hurricane Pikes and stuff like that. And then they have the Tiny, who is an interesting concept of you can suffer versus Link, but you also always have the toss play, and you have high bursts. So I think Liquid's just got everything planned out perfectly.
Well, they decide to go and find themselves Chrysalis.
That's an Ags on
Zai
Zai.
moving in. He's rooted for forever. Gonna get caught. Both of the other 2 heroes over on the side. Stolen Overgrowth can't throw it out in time. Would have been huge to turn that around with Boom showing up. In fact, they might be able to do enough, but Nisha's there. He does so much damage. The ranged light right clickers, like you're talking about, Fogged, just dismantled all of Secret.
They're so, like, both of them really in a way, right? The Sniper and the Nature's Prophet, maybe not Nature's Prophet so much, but the Sniper versus Lash and versus that Razor, you're seeing the effect they walk in. He's just like, okay, peeping on him.
It's so much damage.
Yeah, and that was the reveal, of course, from Zai. That Ags, like 4-second root, nobody can move.
And it looks good when Alesh can just run into, you know, however many heroes, but didn't have the survivability that they needed. As you can see, another win probability up to 75% right now.
He now had, I don't think he had the Bloodstone finished for that fight, right? I think he just got it finished up. So maybe that will provide the survivability for Boom.
I mean, that item, people hate it.
Yeah, people definitely do.
Maybe that's what they need. Is it really that broken? Can see if it ends up making a difference in this next fight here, where it goes, but also Liquid can kind of just play the map, it feels like.
And get such good vision. This deep ward by Boxy on the Ancients, he just snuck right in. They have perfect vision of Boom. I think Boom just got hit by Wrath of Nature, though, so he knows, but...
Okay.
That gets the kill. The Wrath of Nature gets the root. They allow the get to jump onto Rezo.
Easy pick off there.
And Boom is now afraid of his own triangle because he got hit by that Wrath over there. He expects to be dove.
Yeah, Puppey comes on in, gets the vision, goes for the D ward. While this is happening up top, they're setting up for kills, and Insania there too, also going for him. They're just going to try and pressure this tower. Does Secret want to stop this move? It feels hard to fight into him.
It feels very difficult without any like great form of initiation either, right? They have to rely on the 2 supports to really initiate, and they're not really not going to be getting any form of blink daggers or anything, so they kind of just have to waltz into the fights with their 3 squishier cores and hope that the Tusk or the Tree are in position already around an angle until they have Blink Dagger. Yeah, those initiations are always going to be hard. Liquid has Blink on Tiny. They have the natural from the Clockwork, so it just feels like they've covered all bases again. Is 7K lead already.
And you saw that right there, too, as this Moonlight Shadow is going on. Rubik pushes out the creep waves faster than Chrysalis can.
Yep.
Like, it's so hard to play against the double nuke Rubik when he can just solo do that in a lane. But Zai, is he going to be the one that gets caught? It looks like it. Snowball is there to break the TP, uses Walrus Punch also.
They're rooted.
And the hook shot, the catch onto both. Do they have the damage that they need? Zai's under control there, but I don't know if they're going to be able to bring him down. He's barely living. Insania now also very low, but they don't want to feel comfortable going any further as they jump in and find the Fade Bolt. Who's ganking who? And Puppey wanting to escape. Nisha's gonna hunt him down. The old captain, will they find him? Just barely on the mark. Insania is the one that actually picks up the kill.
This Wrath of Nature is just owning so hard. There he gets it off before they get the initial go on him. Boom, it roots them. They get the follow-up. Boxy dies, but Boxy goes, thank you. That's my job. I always die. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, Curse of the Old Growth, too. I think we saw that one used in that fight also. Yep. It's all these little things, and Zai making use of the rarely seen items on this hero.
Yeah, it's really interesting. He's so tanky, too, from the stats that these provide, that Aghanims, and then, yeah, he's able to distance himself with the slow from the Curse of the Old Growth.
Specialist array for Nisha. Not that many items that end up looking better than that. And there it is, the Aghanims. Oh, God. Tree is hurting. It is hurting.
It almost makes you feel like, why haven't we seen more of this Aghanim's Nature's Prophet? Really, the cooldown, 60 seconds. It's pretty ridiculous how frequent you're able to just fight. Look, it's back up in 40 seconds. And they're going to continue to be able to pressure. really good in this game too, versus the snowball saves and everything. You can prevent the Tusk from pretty much ever getting one, versus that Mirana too, grabbing him in place.
Yeah. Cog's pushback there means that the snowball initiation can't really happen. And yeah, I mean, every move that it feels like Secret want to make is being preemptively countered by Liquid. And they have, you know, some of these tools to fight. We talked about the Bloodstone, you know. They've got somewhat decent damage coming out from Mirana, too. She's trying to finish off her BKB, but has that Maelstrom completed and some Wraith Bands. Like, it's not like they don't have damage. It just feels that Liquid is so good at cutting them apart.
They're just, yeah, I think that's the best. It's like they're so good at dealing the damage on Liquid and so good at distancing themselves, right? They have the clock and the cogs, the Groot from the Nature's Prophet, Tiny. There's, yeah, it really feels, again, like Liquid just got everything they wanted, and they've executed it perfectly in these first 20 minutes.
And with the momentum going in their favor, they're not going to give up any easy kills here. As Rezo wants to push out up top, Zai spots him. And as soon as he goes, ooh, Curse of the Old Growth, and the Tiny moves in. You show on a lane, like he walked from bottom all the way up through there, shows on the lane for 1 second and just dies.
Yeah, and he thinks there's a ward there now too because of how fast they made the move to jump him. Now they're gonna get a tower, just shrinking the map. Boom, also now under pressure.
Stolen, Lightning Storm, Zayat's there, Boom's in trouble, he's gonna fall, Zayat's gonna go down, they are getting torn to shreds.
Good
Secret,
God.
They don't have an answer to any of this. Liquid are killing it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say anything else. Liquid is just decimating the map. And they're even gonna get top tower while they're making these plays.
Dude, who wants an objective? Choose anyone on the map. You wanna go Roche, you wanna go bottom, mid, where are they going right now?
Really feels it's going to be back to the drawing board a little bit for Secret. Liquid just seems to have them really figured out. The way that they've drafted, the way that they've played, everybody's kind of just playing so well off of each other.
Yeah, and also, like, you know, you're picking this Treant here, and then there's so many of these heroes that are great at just taking objectives once you win that fight. The NP, having the sniper that can plink away from far. It's all coming together for him.
Yeah, and it's just constantly like Insania's either... Last game, he got it once or twice. This game, I think he died while grabbing it. But steal, right? Getting these steals constantly, even versus Trey. Immediately, they see the move. Rezo's actually under a ward for 1 second. Boxy TPs immediately with Mickey bottom as well.
And Rezo has to run.
Yeah.
Has to get out of there. Still, what, 1,400 gold or so away from finishing off that BKB, and that doesn't even really save him, it feels like. Insania, he might be the pickoff that they run into. Puppy finds him. Force Staff. Control, and lifts away. Not going to be able to get out of there. So, Secret.
Oh, Darrow. Do they have any follow-up? No, he's hasted as well, too. He just tanks it. I was like, oh.
Dude, he gives him the tip. Let's go. Resolution, trying to revitalize the team there. Look, guys, a hidden arrow.
Rezo, he's like, I got him.
That's awesome.
Now, Boxy swinging over, giving vision. While also taking another tier 2 map, continuing to shrink. this is just such clean play, really. Even gonna start maybe knocking on bottom tower slightly here.
Coming up with it all. Blink back.
Getting no space to farm. I mean, look at the net worth.
Yeah.
Look at Insania, even though he's died, he's 6-3 and 13. He's 2K behind the Razor, 2K behind the Mirana. They're all just, everyone's just massive.
I'll tell you what, if I was Chrysalis, I wouldn't be playing Razor in my pubs again for a little while. This has been a rough series for him, and they have come up with the perfect answers. Ava, toss back. This is what he was hoping he could make the fight happen with the Bloodstone, but with everybody surrounding him and no help, Boom is going to die again. Secret not doing what they need, and, well, Boxy, the chase there is going to be the wrath of nature. Waits for the snowball. Boxy, does he go for it? Oh, he's waiting.
He's doing it.
The assassinate's there, and a couple more hits. Cogs push back, gets the kill.
Oh, they found another.
They do it in style. He's like, yeah, surely you can come in there and save him. Zayat's also going to drop. Everywhere you go, Team Liquid, they just like winning.
Good Lord, they might even just call it. Honestly, it feels like pretty soon they have BKB finished. Okay, they'll probably give it a fight, right? They have the BKB finished on Razor, almost on Mirana too, but these BKBs are just coming out 5 minutes too late. It feels like another tower goes down. Roche now open. Full set of items coming out for Liquid. So clean. This is beautiful to watch.
Yeah, incredibly good Dota. And I think that, you know, you think about what people were expecting from this team. There were some question marks. Obviously, people felt like Nisha was going to be able to get better. We were talking about the odds, esportsbets.io, and they were keeping a pretty consistent even mark. But Liquid just have absolutely done everything that they wanted in this game. And now, with Roche taken, DD bottom, I mean, Secret, they need that next item. They need to sort of be able to survive through the initiation.
They need the next 2 items
immediately
injected into them, and even then it feels like it's not going to be enough. As little things to point out too, Zai has been extremely disruptive. I saw him doing it last game also, sending Treants either for scouting or for blocking camps. So he blocks out the Ancients this time around once, but I've been seeing him do this constantly just to try to slow down farm. Super obnoxious.
Scan connects. They know he's there. Puppy.
Puppy.
Invis though. Sees both of them. All right, concussive grenade already used. And Nisha, they're trying to get on him. Nisha's stunned for a long time. Has to pop the BKB and leap away though. With everybody else in the area. Boom decides to go in now. Oh no, this is not the way it was meant to go. A little zig when they should have zagged. And Secret, they're gonna lose 2. Liquid, keep the ball rolling. Zai right there on top of him. Puppy's gonna get the walrus punch, but then the assassinate, the kill. Nisha takes down his old captain, and they're gonna head high ground.
Yeah, that was the BKB reveal, at least from the Mirana. Razor Crystallis wasn't in the fight, so, I mean, he's got his BKB plus the Lesh, but at this point now, it looks like they're already gonna lose a Rax. Liquid, again, oppressive on all fronts. There's like no space to breathe on Secret. They try to show up to get like a pick off in 5 heroes.
Avalanche, ooh, there you go, the nerf.
Yep, he lives for now.
And catch us if you can is the call for my solution. I love Dota so much, using the Team Liquid lines. It's, you know, a little bit of love back and forth there between these two teams.
Uh-oh.
Mickey finds one. Zayat's there. Toss, but the snowball dodges some of the damage. Zayat's eventually goes down. Crystallis right on top of them all is on Insania, now trying to kill Nisha.
They're on him.
Is this going to be enough? He doesn't have the Aegis. Insania's now dead. Oh, Liquid, what are you doing? Not like this. They're gonna maybe lose another. They find Mickey. Secret, the high ground hold. And this is gonna be a dive back after the Aegis. He's going down again. Oh my God. Team Secret, they somehow managed to hold after a dive comes from Liquid.
They hold the Rax. I thought it was actually going to get brought down. Liquid, they jump forward for kills rather than just playing it safe. So, you know, sometimes that does happen for Liquid when they go for a little bit of an overextension.
No, it's true. Absolutely. And you can see, I mean, like you said, we've seen this before. 15,000 gold lead right now in spite of that, but a big swing the other direction. The other thing is going to be that experience. How much did they get from it? Does that give them enough of a buffer?
Still gonna need another 2 or 3 more, it feels like, for that one. Liquid, a little bit. After being so disciplined, they go once where they actually dived a little bit too far, going for a cheeky kill rather than just pushing the building and get punished. 2 buybacks, though, I believe it was, from the side of Secret.
We can see this replay here, too. You have the jump in from Mickey and the save. That was what they needed.
And then Nisha, or Crystallis does a really good job of actually getting on top of Nisha. He tries to bonk himself away, but doesn't get far enough. Yeah, great play from Secret, but a little bit of an overextension, of course, from Liquid. They see the glyph, and they're just like, jump forward. Yeah,
and then the follow-up was right there. Boom was ready to do the damage after it happened, and Crystallis finally gained that moment. You can see they're not too concerned about Liquid Nisha being inducted in. Insania, he's been here before.
Yeah.
He may be a little bit more concerned about it, but regardless, still in a very solid position for Liquid.
He's like, guys, not with this iteration. None of this with this team, not with this lineup.
Wow.
I love how you see that, though. The support who's like trying to make all the calls and everything like that has that little bit of a stressed face. You know, they're still in a very comfortable spot, but it's stressed after the thing. Nisha, big smile. Doesn't care. He's having fun.
Yeah. Nisha's having, I am strong. I am strong. Support, not again.
Yeah, please no. My cores.
Ooh, Mage Slayer for Zai.
Cool. Versus the Lesh, definitely going to be really impactful. Also, I mean, even versus the Razor, who now does have Blink, so easier option to get on the Sniper and has his Shard finish. So lots of different single targets that he's going to be able to at least dish out damage versus all of the Rubik spells, of course. Speaking of Rubik, we see a mech coming out for Insania, so starting to get a little bit of tankier, and I think they'll be a little bit more composed after that. Bit of a blunder going for the high ground.
Right. Well, the movement around the map definitely feels like Secret given more of the pressure taken off of them, can now take over this bottom side here, reclaim their outposts, get some Ancients, some tower gold coming back their way.
Some neutral items, some damage items, and also I think these blinks are going to be pretty. These are going to make it a lot easier for them to get on the sniper. So let's see if that does make a bit of a difference. How many of them do they actually have? Do they have the Tusk yet? No. Puppy's just gone for bracers. Tree is 700 away, but the three cores essentially all have blinks. The Mirana can leap in, the Lash and the Razor can jump in together.
Oh, now Vision, they blink away immediately from Chrysalis, but Puppy, he's not going to be so lucky. So the snowball, just to delay the inevitable. But Liquid make a solid move on in, kill off the Tusk. They would have loved to get Chrysalis. Oh,
Chrysalis
gonna have to. Oh, that's dangerous.
So, I mean, the clock did use hookshot, but it's still always a bit of a scare to go for any type of show. The way Liquid's playing, just the way that they're not letting any space come out.
Well, and we can take a look as well. You know, we had a chance to talk with these players about what it means to sort of be in the lead. And, well, we can hear from Insania about what he thought about that.
I mean, you never truly win a game of Dota until the throne dies, but of course there are certain, depending on drafts and matchups, certain timings when you hit on heroes that you feel pretty comfortable in the game, but you never truly know you won until the throne dies. And I think for all the Team Liquid fans, you guys know we have the ability to throw any game, so yeah, the throne really is the winning moment.
A very prescient clip, considering what we just saw. Surely this one's going to be safe, though, right, Fog?
It is still looking very safe with the way that they have, like, before that even any of that happened, they had that one or two, maybe even two items pretty much on all the core advantage versus their counterparts. But yeah, definitely don't want to take that foot off the pedal too much there. And saying that, yeah, you could see that little slight stress, of course, before. So. But with a gem, he's not going to clear out most of this vision, so they're going to look to be playing a little more of that economy game, maybe wait for the next Roche unless the fight comes directly to them before they go for a big push.
Well, and 1 minute until Roche is capable of respawning, so it is sort of that, you know, demilitarized zone that you get into where everybody hides on their own side, doesn't want to make any real scary moves. Although, as I say that, Liquid, they're going to test fate. If they find a pick-off, that's where it's super easy to just, okay, we're in a great position. And in fact, this could be the one to get.
They've got the combo.
Ava toss, Rezo BKB, but he ends up going down.
Ooh.
Wow.
Such a fast swing across the map. That smoke just catches Secret totally off guard. The other four were in the base, but Rezo was trying to push his limits. Gets punished.
And with that kill, Secret now have to stay again inside that base, pushing out the waves when they can. Although Mickey spots Chrysalis, BKBs immediately. Couldn't get the toss in time. But, like, look at how much damage that did with, like, 2 salvos from Nisha. They just don't have the armor that they need right now.
No, I mean, but also Mickey, right? Mickey is hitting like an absolute truck with the Silver Edge hit, too.
They are up high ground now. This time not diving for the heroes. 20K after that first lane of racks taken. Do Liquid want to stick around for more? With 5 seconds left until Mirana's up, it looks like they will still stick around in this area.
I think they're going to maybe send some Treants over to scout the Roche pretty soon. 30 seconds until it is up. But continue to play the suffocation game. Not let Secret get outside the base. They have that gem we were mentioning earlier, so they will be able to take out any vision. And then just continue to play, continue to just keep them trapped in the base. Blink now for Tree. So maybe another element to be able to try to get on this sniper and try to slow down Liquid. But again and again, Liquid just too ready.
This is how Secret have made the big plays, though, in this game so far, as Roche is respawning Moonlight Shadow. They got the kill on Boxy earlier mid, together with the sniper. Can they do it again here? Insania, he has that gem, and they're going to find him right at the start. Four staff try and get away, not going to happen. The kill happens, but the Ava toss, BKB out, boom. He's regenerating from all of this. Can they kill him? Are they going to have enough damage? Zayat's there with the overgrowth. There's so much damage as he's encapsulated in pain, and Zayat's not going to be able to TP away from that one.
And Chrysalis also.
As he is in some trouble now. Boxy there, Orchid, couple more hits, he gets out.
The Sprout doesn't actually catch him, the Sprout leash.
Oh, right.
He just missed it, actually. I think just like he pushed him forward. Doesn't end up getting the kill, but Roche is up, and they get the Rubik, but the position where they get him, he's actually in the river on low ground, so it puts them into a terrible spot for the fight for Secret.
And again, when those supports die, the little extra effort is sometimes what matters. The force staff to draw them in further. If they had that initial burst, maybe that doesn't go like that. But yeah, Insania's got some gold. He's farmed.
Yep. Oh, they don't. Does anyone have? Oh, everyone has shard. Everyone has
God.
shard. It's a wasted shard. Uh oh. Oopsie. Oh well.
Unacceptable, really.
What can you do? Nisha's just gonna hold on to it. Nisha's just gonna hold it in his inventory, I guess, instead of the Wraith Band, just cause.
To give a gift to your old team, man. Come on now.
Yeah, maybe he could just give it up to them. That's tower. Now getting siege clip was used. Mickey.
Arrow, not bad. That's Aegis burned with not a whole lot used. In fact, Resolution almost gets enough to kill off the Clockwork there. So with Aegis now down, Secret, they manage another slight hold. These little things can matter.
Need a lot more of them, though. These little things need to happen a lot more. I mean, Liquid just needs to make a lot of mistakes for Secret to still have any kind of chances here. And Liquid, they're gonna continue to play it a bit safe here after that, after that initial kind of mistake there that they made down bottom. Side TPs, goes to farm efficiently around triangle. His team just continues to play all around each other besides him.
17-40. And
oh god! Yeah. Don't say it like that.
I'm gonna need to do some efficiency. I don't know what it looks like, but another smoke out as Liquid is a little bit spread across the map, and yeah, you can see we're down to 3% here.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Oop. And Boxy breaks, hook shot through, stuns in the midst of the snowball because it hit. Chrysalis immediately gets the link broken. They don't have that many places to go here. Boom did get one kill. Can they find any more? As BKB wears off, Boom tries to invis to get out of there with the Moonlight Shadow. But in the end, it is still going to be Rezo and the tree gone.
Boxy again, Sacrificial Lamb, hook shots, catches I think 2 or 3 while he passes through them with that. And Nisha had Haste Rune, so easily able to distance himself, I believe, versus anything that Secret tries to do. Mick is in.
Agava toss back on the catapult. Got it. That was what he's aiming for.
Yep.
And Boom, I mean, again, you can try and stop this and slow it down, these split earths, but at the end of the day, it's just so hard to stop the pressure coming from all of this spam, all of this right click.
Oh god,
and that's Rubik's too.
Yeah, who stunned his who, right? You don't want to be able to, you don't want to jump in and get stunned by that. Great steal there again from Insania. Excellent performance on his 5 Rubik. Well, his 4 Rubik this game.
There it is. And Mickey, oh yeah, his Greaves. Jeez.
Yeah, he's super farmed this game.
Mickey has an Aghanim Scepter himself now, so
oh boy.
A jump in there with the limited armor we've been talking about.
They're gonna try.
Restless right on top. They throw it out, a big old volley. And Trace Boom does nothing. Didn't have a chance, and well, the chase is gonna be there. I think this is about gonna do it as Liquid just completely wiped the floor with Secret. GG is called.
My god.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, clean games again. I feel like we're having a lot of games that just tend to be a bit one-sided. After the lanes, right, it felt Liquid just had so much an advantage just to be able to move around the map, and a similar draft that they had to last time, and it looked like they executed in a similar kind of fashion about this immense pressure.